Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everything's going well. If you guys like my video, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. So, I wanted to do this video on BitCoin and how Nassim Taleb, one of my favorite authors, philosophers, economists, traders, whatever you want to call them, says that it's a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, according to him. Nassim Taleb said that this originally, back in the day when Bitcoin came out, he thought this was great. He was an early adopter to it. Now, over time, we've seen all this volatility in Bitcoin. And thus, he doesn't consider this a currency. And he would prefer if someone's buying an asset, he wants some yield coming out of it. And he's saying, you just gave an example on a CNBC article, or I mean, interview. He said that, something like farmland, you could produce, crops, you could sell it. He didn't say this in the interview, but, we have inflation right now. And in my opinion, farmland is going to be uh, pretty good to hold. Bill Gates is buying a lot of farmland. You have some of these companies like BlackRock, they're buying all these properties in rural America. It's pretty strange. Or from what I've heard, it's BlackRock. Some other hedge funds as well, private equity. It's quite interesting. They could see the writing on the wall. Anyways, so Nassim Taleb is one of the authors that I truly respect. He may be hard hitting, he may be rude at times, but at the end of the day, he's written some interesting books. I recommend all of you guys should read this book called Anti-Fragile by Nassim Taleb. It makes you look at the world quite differently. And, I talk about in my sports card channels, there's systems, right? There's systems that are fragile and there's systems that are anti-fragile, right? And he describes, the markets in general, they're fragile, right? They always need government bailouts time in and time out. And he also says that, for your body, right, you want to be anti-fragile. You want to push your body a little more than what you're accustomed to. So, that book is one of the most, actually one of the best books that I've read, you know. Anyways, about Taleb also, he has predicted all sorts of these crashes. In the 80s, he made a he made a boatload of money buying deep in the money options in the euro dollar market, I believe, before the Plaza Accords. He made a killing. There are a lot of people that are shorting the options. He was on the buy side, or he was just buying options, worth pennies, right? He bought tens of thousands of them. He made millions of dollars from that. In addition, he made millions of dollars in the crash of 1987, right? The problem with the options traders were they were selling all these options, but he was on the buy side. He was buying all these puts, deep out of the money puts for the S&Ps, and he just made a killing. He made all these guys look like fools that were selling options because volatility expands. When volatility expands, the price of the option goes up. And, I've traded options. I've learned that the hard way, but luckily I wasn't wiped out. And I don't really sell options anymore. I'm on the buy side. But that being said, he also looked at the 2007 crash. I think it's called the Black Swan. He's talking about, this thing's going to crash and burn. Nassim Taleb is a very smart guy. Do I agree with him on everything? No. But at the same time, he has a decent track record. And when he says that Bitcoin is a Ponzi, you guys should listen. And, in terms of, sentiment, I used to view him on Twitter from time to time. His tweets are protected. Why would he protect his tweets? It just means that the the avid Bitcoin supporter is A, sending him a bunch of unnecessary hate, or they may be sending him death threats. That's insane. He has to protect his own tweets because people are getting triggered that he just called it a Ponzi scheme. And, a lot of people get very emotional to investments. I do this channel here. I even do sports cards. There are a lot of people that get emotional. When I say a certain, if I say something that a lot of people don't like, I get ratioed. People hate on me. It's crazy. Some of my other videos, I was talking about silver shortage, 6, 7, 8 years ago. People, lost their mind on me. And, I'm just having a discussion here. I like it to be like more like open source. I say my opinion. You guys give your own opinion. Some of you guys may agree. Some of you may disagree. Whatever it is, I want the dialogue going. And some people are like, I don't agree with you at all. That's fine. This is the place, we discuss the ideas. But that being said, a lot of people are hating on him. And I don't think Bitcoin is going to crash all the way to zero from here. No. I do believe that in the next few years it will go higher. But ultimately, here's the problem that I have with Bitcoin right now. Other countries are thinking about coming up with their own cryptocurrency. What happens, when the government controls it? You know, will the government also, will they have a better control of volatility? This was one of Nassim Taleb's criticism of Bitcoin. It's too volatile. Can't be a currency. So if you just look at this, other countries are coming up with the cryptos. India's going hard after Bitcoin. Turkey's going hard after Bitcoin. What other country is going to go hard after Bitcoin? Is that something I want to be involved with? The answer is no. Some people, may have different investing perspectives. Like some people may just want to, do the Vanguard thing, invest in, the Vanguard funds, basically all of the stocks in the S&P or the Dow or the Russell. Some people want to invest in dividend stocks. I like to do all sorts of things. I even do alternative type of investing in sports cards. I try to flip when, you get a decent return in a short period of time, sell it on eBay, sell it on other e-commerce websites. So I do all of the above, but I haven't gotten to crypto. And here's the other thing about crypto. So my wife's friends, they told us, hey, you should get into crypto when it was like $30,000, $40,000. And I'm like, I remember when Bitcoin was trading in the teens, trading at $1. I remember the collapse of Mt. Gox, the Japanese exchange. My cousin also told me the other day, I reconnected with her, and she says, hey man, like, what do you think about crypto? And I'm like, you're late to the party. If you're talking about 2013, 2014, I guess you could speculate then, but now, why would you do that? I'd rather be putting money in the S&P, trading that. I traded with the option market, the XSP and other vehicles as well. So, yeah, a lot of people are saying, hey, I want to get into crypto. I don't want to touch it. Don't want to touch it at all. I know some people get triggered about that, but, I tell you what I think. And sometimes not everyone agrees. But the point is not for everyone to agree with me. It's just to speak what I am thinking. And anyways, let me know what you guys think about Taleb. I have a lot of respect for Nassim Taleb. He's one of, the guys that I like reading. Now that he stopped tweeting, or you have to basically ask him permission to follow your tweets, I think Now it's going to be hard to figure out what he's saying unless he goes on CNBC. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.